Guys, have you ever suddenly realized you know the way you home even though you never really tried to memorize it? Or you somehow know where every shop is in the mall just by following your friends or family? That might be what we call as latent learning. So let's find out more about latent learning with me. Before that, let me talk about behaviorism. Behaviorism is a classic learning theory. It says that learning only happens when there is a visible change in behavior. For example, when you study and get a reward from your parents, then you are more motivated to study again. That is learning through reinforcement. Famous figures like Ivan Pavlov, P.F. Skinner, and John Watson all believed behavior could be shaped by the environment. But not all learning is visible right away. Latent learning means learning happens, but it is hidden until there's a reason to show it. Imagine this: you go to school always with your friends or family, and you are not trying to memorize or learn the way to the school. But one day, when you go to school alone, you can still find the way to the school. That is what we call as latent learning. Your brain saved the information, the way to the school, even though you didn't mean to learn or memorize it. This idea was proven by psychologists named Edward Tolman in a rat maze experiment for 17 days. He had three groups of rats. Group 1 got a food reward every time they finished the maze. Group 2 never got a reward. Group 3 got no reward for the first 10 days, then got the reward for the rest days. And you know what happened? Group 3, once they got the food, suddenly they can run through the maze almost as well as the group 1 that got the reward every time they finished the maze. This means group 3 had already learned the way, but they didn't show it until there was a reason to show it. Unlike classic behaviorism, which says learning only happens with rewards or punishment, Latin learning shows that people or rats can learn without any reinforcement. They just don't show the learning until motivation appears. In real life, pattern learning happens all the time. A quiet student who never speaks in class but get a high scores on the test. Kid knowing how to use an application just by watching others or his parents using it. Or a kid who knows the way to the school even though they have never gone alone. In education, this means we should not assume students aren't learning just because they are not showing it right away. So, what we can learn is learning is not always about instant results. Sometimes the brain saves information for the right moment. That is the beauty of latent learning. Thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to give like and see you on my next videos. Bye bye.